Hello, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. I have an exciting video planned for the day because I am going to be building the Lego R2-D2. Look at this. The box is significantly larger than I was expecting. Doesn't it look amazing? In 2017, I got Lego BB-8 and I did a building and review video of that. I'll link to it in the description below. R2-D2 came out last weekend and I decided that BB-8 needed a friend, so I'm going to film the build and then do a little review at the end, much like for BB-8. And I'll put the time codes in the description below in case, you only want to see the building bit or you only want to see the review bit. This will be the third Lego build I have ever done. BB-8 was my first. I did the Lego Batmobile on stream recently, and I am very excited for number 3. So I'm going to open the box and we'll see what's inside. Okie dokie. We have a box of bits. More bags, a couple of loose bits, stickers, and a book, which has a few pages of information, and then the instructions. Looks like quite a lot of bags, but I think they're in pairs, because here there are 2 11s. So I'm going to get started. Let's build Lego R2-D2, and I will speak to you at the end. I'm done! R2-D2 is finished. Doesn't he look so great? I love the way he moves, it has so much character. Look, he's excited to see you. Here's BB-8 for scale. I think they look good together. Got a little plaque as well with a minifigure. This R2-D2 set has a few features. There's this little telescopic thing at the back. Also under here is a lightsaber. Zoom zoom. My lightsaber impression, let's never speak of it again. Then we have these things. And at the back you can push these buttons and these arms come out. And they can stand on two legs, or you can sort of arrange him like that. Whoops, like that. There you go. I thought it was a very enjoyable build. At my level of LEGO experience, I would describe it as challenging. It wasn't super difficult, but it was challenging. There were 13 bags and it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to do each bag. I made 2 mistakes during the building process. The first was that I accidentally put on these 2 feet the wrong way round. But I noticed pretty quickly and could still remember how I'd put them on, so it wasn't too traumatic an experience to take them off again and put them back on the right way round. The other one was a bit more of an experience to solve. This bit here, this little arm on the left hand side, I hadn't pushed the little grabby hand in enough, so it got stuck in its raised position. And in the instructions it only showed this one being out, it never showed this one being lowered. So I didn't know it was supposed to lower until right at the end. So then I had to sort of take off the head and figure out a way inside so that I could fix my mistake. But R2-D2 is fine now, so don't worry. I thought the instructions were very good generally. I used the physical instructions this time. Sometimes I've used the digital instructions, but I haven't even looked at the digital instructions yet, so I don't know if there's any differences. There were quite a few times when I had to look pretty closely at the picture to figure out where I was supposed to put a piece. It wasn't highlighted very often, you know, sometimes it highlights precisely where you're supposed to put something, but sometimes it's just like a picture and you have to find the piece. Also, the really dark blue pieces were sometimes quite difficult to see in the instructions. You know, black pieces are outlined in white, but the dark blue pieces were outlined in black. So sometimes, for instance, it was hard to see whether a piece had dots on it or was smooth. But overall, a really fun build, and I'm more than happy with the result. I really recommend this set, and we'll give it 4.6 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was interesting and fun to watch me build R2-D2. Thank you for joining me. I'd love to know what you think of this R2-D2 set. I'm going to be building the Razor Crest and the Child from the Mandalorian next. I'm going to build them in Twitch streams, so I'm very excited about that. Do join me if you fancy it. We'll be starting in a couple of weeks. But for now, let's move across to the end screen. If you'd like to see my latest video or my BB-8 build and review, then you can do that below me here. And if you fancy subscribing to my channel or visiting my website, then you can do that beside me here. Also, if you're interested, there's a link to my Patreon page in the description below. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon.